This is activity 3.04 in the Go 2010 book for Excel. And we're on page 380, and we've just created a pie chart, and now we're going to rotate the pie chart. So we're going to right click on the chart and choose Format Data Series. Select series options on the left, and over here for angle of first slice we're going to put 100, and close it. And now this should look like the picture on the top of page 381. Now we're on activity 3.05, exploding and coloring a pie slice, and we're going to hit escape here on the keyboard to deselect everything. And click to select the entire pie. So you see the handles appearing around the pieces of the pie here. And click the administrative slice. Now watch when I click here, the handles are going to go so that they are just around the administrative piece. And we want to get our four-headed arrow here, which means that we can move it. And we're just going to pull it out and away a little bit, like that. And now what we want to do is right click on it. Basically, if you want to change something in a chart, just right click on it and choose Format from the pop-up menu. Sometimes there'll be two format options, but there'll always be one down here at the bottom. And we want to format this data point as opposed to formatting the entire series. So what we want is fill over here, and on the right we want solid fill. And then from the colors, we're going to go to our theme colors, and we want gold, accent 3 lighter, 40%. So let me see, that's this one right here. Click on close, and now your chart should look pretty much like the one on the bottom of page 382. And now we're on activity 3.06, formatting the chart area, and that is the part behind the chart here. This is something you're probably not going to actually do all that often. Point to the white area just inside the border of the chart to display the screen tip chart area. So this is the plot area right here. The chart area is further out, so we want to get to that area, and then we want to, it says we want to click it. And then go to the Format tab and go to the Shape Styles group. And, I'm sorry, click Shape Effects. And we want Bevel. And in the second row, click the third item. That would be this one right here. And now you see the little beveled edge appearing around the outside of our chart area here. And in the second row, and I quit too soon, didn't I? So let's go to Bevel, and no, I didn't. Press Escape to deselect the chart and view this effect, and now point slightly inside the border of the chart to display the chart area. So this is plot area. We got to keep moving and keep moving, and now we're back in the chart area again. And right click, Format Chart Area, and make sure you select Fill. And we're going to do a gradient, which gradually changes from one color to another. And go to Preset Colors here. And in the second row, we want the last item, which is called Fog. If you pause the mouse, you'll get a little tooltip telling you that this is the fog item. And click on that. And then it says click the Type down arrow. And we want Path. And then we want to click on Close. And now our screen should look like page 383, at the top picture on page 383. And now we're in activity 3.07, inserting a text box in a chart. Text boxes work pretty much the same regardless of which application you're using. We did these in Word, so they'll be easy to do in Excel. Go to our Layout tab and go to the Insert group, and here's Text Box. And what we're going to do is click on it, and it lets us, the cursor changes to something that kind of looks like a little sword here. And we're going to go from, it says about the letter C here, over to the letter S in expenses. And now we've got a little box that we can type in, and we're going to type in the text. I'm on the top of page 384 now. Goal, colon, and we want to reduce administrative to 8% and hit the Enter key. And I need to make mine a little bit wider so it all appears on one line there. And it says if necessary, select and adjust or move your text box. This looks good, and then we're going to save our workbook. Okay, now we're on activity 3.08 on page 384. On the pie chart, notice that police represents 24%. So that's this piece right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to edit the workbook and find out what happens to the chart when we do. So let's go back to our Sheet 1 tab down here and click on C5. And we change this to 62, 200, 388 and hit the Enter key, and notice that changes it to 25% now. And the sum has also been updated. And now we want to go back and look at our chart, and took a fraction of a second there. We came up with the original chart, but it noticed that we had changed the numbers and it redrew the chart for us. And that takes care of activity 3.08. Now let's take a look at activity 3.09 on the top of page 385. In the sheet area at the bottom of the worksheet, we want to go back to Sheet 1 and click the Insert tab, and in the text group we're going to click Word Art. Okay, I'm not sure you're going to put a lot of word art in your spreadsheets, but we'll go to Insert, Word Art, and click the last row, the last one, and text we're going to type in here is going to be general fund, and notice they have you type it in lowercase letters, but it appears in caps. So that's part of the formatting here. And now what we want to do is we want to set the font to size 28. And notice we've got a dotted line or a dashed line around the outside here now. When that is in effect, you're allowed to change individual parts of what's inside the box. If you click on the edge again, it turns into a solid line, and now any formatting you do applies to everything that's in the box. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to the Home tab. We're going to change the font size to 28. And then what we're going to do is we're going to position it the way it's positioned in the picture on page 385. So we're going to drag it down here to about the top of row 13, and that looks pretty similar to what it looks like in the book. And we're going to save that. And that's probably a good place to stop this video. We'll continue with activity 3.10 on the next video.